All right. Running a little bit late, but we got everything working. Signals look okay. Forgot to turn off volumes. There we go. Okay. Had a bit of a long work day, and we downloaded a new copy of OBS. Last night seems to have been Twitch with the bad signals. So we're just gonna have to go forward and figure out how we're gonna do everything and all that, because we want to stay on Twitch. We want to get built up on Twitch. That's why I promote my Twitch everywhere. But anyway, we're still looking good, so I have to see what we can do here. Yeah, we're still in Minecraft. This is a game that I had pulled up tonight when I was going to do this test, so we're in Minecraft. Been enjoying playing it, just stepping back from everything else, taking a little break, playing this, and it's been a lot of fun. Okay, so let's see where I think I AFK'd at yeah, the gunpowder farm. We've been here for a while. Not bad, not bad at all. Right. Now, I'm gonna, let me get in survival in a second here. I forgot to take those over and turn that into bone meal. We'll do that because we have to go to the iron farm anyway. Because when you're in the gunpowder farm, the iron farm runs also. Let me grab an empty out of here. There we go. All right. Yeah, that's fine. It is still night out, and we probably got bad elements around here. I heard them. Those pterodactyls. Oh, look at that iron. Okay. I put one of these down the other day. Then I picked it up. Give me all that. Get away from the torch. How many more? I'll leave it here. I need to make some more ender chests though, but we'll leave it here for now. All right, let's get out of here before we get any more. When we've cleaned out both farms now. Make sure we're not getting stalked here. So we're gonna do the poppies here, and I don't remember honestly which one has the poppies in it. I just did them, so yeah. Because I have enough red dye to last the rest of however long we're on this server. Alright. Right now, I think one of these had some more poppies. Yeah. That's a good bit of iron. So we did good on the gunpowder and on the iron. I can't complain. Nice. Can take all that out. And give me one stack of that. Signals are still looking good. I hope you guys can find me. Okay. Think this is full again. Nethermort. I have a chest for Nethermort somewhere, I think. I used to have one for brewing, but I moved all that over to the house. Like I was saying, red dye, plenty. But let's see. That's our gunpowder. We'll get. Let me put these down. Okay. If I don't find another one, I'll just make another one. We have plenty. There it is. Yeah, there we go. And is that full? That is. So we have basically a double chest of netherwort. That's good. All right, what do we got? That's all iron, and gunpowder. We have 2 double chests full and almost a third double chest full of gunpowder. So, yay. I'm going to use some of that today, though. I'm going to do a full inventory of all of our rockets. And I'm going to make some more rockets. That's why I was collecting all the paper and everything. I don't think I'm running out because we had an anniversary shulker. Either it was anniversary or 4th of July last year that had rockets in it. So I think I'm still pretty good on rockets. But I want to get us kind of cleaned up a little bit and get some more. I know we're not going to run out. Let me get everything just fixed up that I had farmed today. And then we'll be good to go. Hey, Sven. How's it going, brother? Good to see you, man. Okay, let's see. This one's full of blocks already. We're working on this one. But we have enough iron to do whatever we need to do. Let's put these back in the inner chest. It looks like we're lucking out tonight, Sven. We got some pretty good signals, so that's lovely. All right, so we're gonna grab our gearbox. We're gonna grab our traveling kit. I've been needing to do this for a while. Well, that's good, man. That's good. Let's see. We have, yeah, we've definitely been needing to go through this. 2 ender pearls. It has mending, it doesn't have infinity, and I only have 8 arrows in this box, so we need a full stack of arrows. This is all my old gear, just in case something happens to my new gear. But I have a thing called the Digi-Die box that should have all of that. The only gear, the only armor that should be in here is the armor I'm not wearing, which is my chest plate and my helmet, because I'm wearing a gold helmet and I got my wings. So, and I see my helmet right there, and there's my chest plate right there. So these should be in the Digi-Die box. Well, I mean, that's 3 dog, man. That's 3 dog. All right, so we're gonna redo the gearbox in a bit. Let's see, we have 2 stacks of rockets, 2 stacks of ender pearls, iron, 2 anvils, a whole stack of arrows. Yeah, we're gonna have to redo this one too. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna take these out. I'm actually going to make something with that red dye. Let's see. Right there, give me 1 red dye. Give me 1 sugar box. The reason I'm not using this one, that's our 4th of July box. And let's go there, get the red, go here. Now we have a rocket box. We'll stick that right there. Keep these only for the moment. Now here, I'm gonna put these in here. And that's my rockets. Want to do something else with that. But yeah. That ain't a lot of rockets, folks. That is not a lot of rockets at all. So we're gonna get I'll arrange all this later. Yeah, we're gonna do that, and then I'm gonna grab paper. Yeah, he is basically essential before such a thing as essential. You can kill him and piss off the Brotherhood, but the radio keeps going. So yeah, good luck with that, brother. Now for the rockets, what is it? Here? No, or is it maybe here? And 1, 2, 3 is going to make your flight duration 3 rockets. This is how you do your flight duration 3s. I just put those in there for now. That'll give us 1 extra slot. Okay, there we go. There we go. Now we're full. And I normally try to keep 2 stacks on me, but now we have rockets. Okay, now this is a traveling kit. In the traveling kit, I like to have everything that I need in case I get somewhere that I need some assistance with something. Like I would like to have a stack of obsidian in here. Even though I have an obsidian box right here, which I'm going to fill with obsidian eventually, because you can never have too much obsidian. But I want a stack of obsidian in here. Now, if I'm in the nether and I get lost, I'm in a place I have never been before, I have no idea how to get back where I'm going, which I doubt that ever happens because I have compasses. However, if that particular thing happens, I build a portal and I get the fuck out. So that's one thing. All right. We have a stack of TNT. Let's pull all the potions out. Let's get the iron out and the glowstone. And we'll repack a lot of this, but first, now I had TNT somewhere, didn't I? Maybe not, maybe not. Let's take the pink terracotta out of here. And let's put the TNT right by the gunpowder. And we can even fill this with TNT and then maybe put rockets up here later on. And then we'll just have TNT and rockets parked in there. Let's get the iron out of here. The reason being is I'm going to have boxes in my ender chest for iron and things like that. So we need to make sure when we do go traveling, we have everything that we need properly stacked. We'll throw those in there for now. Now the brewing stand is over in the house, but I do have a barrel here that has gunpowder in it apparently. We'll take that out. But we'll put all the potions in there for now. Give me the gunpowder and the mud. Wow. And let's put the XP potions in here for the moment. Even though these are not something you make, you buy these. You took out Paradise Falls? I usually do. I went with them a couple of times, but I usually take them out. Right, mud, terracotta. I know I had a mud, but I didn't have a terracotta. We just started with the terracotta. But I know I have mud around here somewhere. This is the nether stuff. Yeah. My main playthrough in Fallout 3 now. Usually I go good guy. But the mud, that looks like mud. That is mud. Yeah, I usually do a good guy playthrough. I haven't done a playthrough in years though. Ever since Windows started giving me problems playing it on the computer. But that's the one thing with Fallout 3. You can definitely play good guy or bad guy because there's a karma system. And I do enjoy that. But most of the time I go good guy. A lot of times I want the assault rifle and the sniper rifle. And I try to do something along those lines. Okay, so now this is our get out of jail free stuff. Leads are good in a traveling kit. Normally I only need 1 or 2 though. So let's go 1, 2. Let's put the other 5. Something else that we're gonna have to do is clean out these chests. I know there are leads, yeah, right there. Like, I knew they were there, but anybody else looking in there would be like, what the hell is going on with that? All right, let's put our obsidian box back up. Right. Now, you always want food. However, I don't want fish. Let's get Jitney Jungle out. Enchanted golden and goldens. Okay. Thanks. Give me those. Let's fill. Oh, we'll fill all that up later. I want golden carrots instead of fish. Put the fish back up and let's get a full stack there. I need to go trade with farmers again. And I hope by you guys watching you see how I like to set up my my ender chest also. I like to have empties in my ender chest, but I have certain things like I want excuse me, I want a box of building blocks. I want like this one right here that's going to have everything to get me out of situations that I might find myself in. Things like that. I have a food box in there. I have a redstone box. I always have a redstone box. Somebody should write a mod about that. Yeah. Somebody should write a mod to redo Fallout 3. I would like to see Fallout 3 updated into Fallout 4. Its engine, you know, and stuff like that. And then people do mods that, like Horizon redoes Fallout 4. Do a mod like that for Fallout 3. Make it where you could side with the Enclave. You could get a player home with the Enclave, you know, stuff like that. That would be kind of cool. But, I mean, as you know, Fallout 3 is my favorite of all the Fallouts because it was my first one. And I loved the storyline. I loved pretty much everything about it. But, yeah. Cobblestone is good. You always want some building blocks. Now, in the traveling kit, I'm not going to carry more than 1 stack, though, because I'll have building blocks elsewhere. Buckets are always good. What else would we put in the traveling kit? Potions would be in the traveling kit, maybe a few. Like, I don't have any fire resist. Those would be good. We're going to grab the experience bottles out of here. They're going back in the traveling kit. Now, eventually, I'll have a shulker that's full of these. That way, if I'm flying around and my gear needs repair, I drop down, I get the shulker out, I grab the bottles of enchanting, and I repair my gear. Yeah, they're not going to do that during our lifetime, though. That's the thing. Compass, because I'm probably going to take the compass out of the gearbox. So just in case, there. Take that out of there. Oh yeah, this is something that I used to carry around with me everywhere. 2 stacks of course fruits. If you don't know why, ask me. I'll definitely tell you. Okay. Don't have enough blaze rods. Oh, milk. 2 buckets of milk. Also scaffolding. I normally have scaffolding in here. I don't think I have scaffolding anywhere in these chests yet. So do we have any randoms? Don't see any. Huh. I'm gonna take these out. See what I'm saying about these particular lines of chests are just confusion. No scaffolding, no. Yeah, no scaffolding. This is something else we need right here, people. Slime balls. Gotta do something about that eventually. Now, you cannot put a shulker box in a shulker box. You could put shulker shells in a shulker box. And that may be something that I go get some shells so that we can store them in there with some chests. But for right now, let's see, water breathing, 2 of those. We could do 2 splash potions, but not, I mean, it's not really a thing. And then what else would I want in there? Maybe a crafting table to go with the anvils. We're going to go back over here and put these bottles in here. Yeah, that's night. Oh, night vision. That's useful. I know I have a crafting table. This one. there we go. Stack of scaffolding and a crafting table, and that will do for the traveling kit. Or do I want, you know what? Give me ladders. We can make a crafting table anywhere, anytime. Unless we're in the nether. But let's do that. There we go. Now, that is a repackaged traveling kit. Instead of having a whole bunch of random stuff in there like it was, now it's ready to go. Yeah, America Rising 2 actually feels pretty good, I will say. All right, so let's store this now. It is done. There's our traveling kit. Rockets. We need more obsidian, of course. Y'all saw that. This is my redstone box. It's actually, it should be good. Let's check it though. Yeah, we have redstone box has pretty much anything I need to do whatever. There's even scaffolding in there. We do have 2 crafters too. Oh, I must have made those and put them in there later. Excuse me. Okay, all right. No. There we go. Actually, we have blocks of iron. We don't really need the iron bar. Anyway, I'll probably swap that out later. But our redstone box is pretty good to go. Sand and gravel. You know that is used to make TNT. We need more of each, to be honest. So that's something on the agenda. White concrete powder. This is the one I was using up in the nether hub. Not gonna travel anywhere just yet on my mind. I'm just repacking my ender chest and making sure everything is good. Good to go. Like, that's like I was telling you, I only wanted one stack of blocks because I carry cobble with me everywhere. This is the dye. I guess it's good to have that in your ender chest if you ever needed to dye something, but I think I'm gonna pull that out for now. Yeah. And we're gonna go put that in the chest that has all the dye in it for now. If it turns out that I need a shulker box full of dye, I'll pick it back up. But for right now, we're gonna stick it right there. This one, let's go ahead and concentrate on it also. This is our gearbox. Like I'm saying, I'm pulling all the armor out of it. I have 2 pieces that I'm not wearing right now that are in here. And we have 5 elytra in here. I don't think that's necessary. We have 2 compasses. We put those in the traveling kit. So we pull those out. And let's get our compass box. This is the box that has all the nether compasses that I have so far in it. I never leave home without it. In case I'm in the nether, I can just drop the chest and I can grab whatever compass I need. And the thing about that is with the load zones and stuff, you always need compasses. So that's why I keep those. Okay. Those are good. Do I need 4 elytra? Don't think so. So I'm going to take these out. This one is not enchanted yet. I'll have to get it enchanted up. I don't need a bucket of water. We have buckets, so let's take that out. A fishing rod, a shovel, an extra bow, an axe. Take the saddle out. We need a full stack of arrows. I don't really need a trident. And you need shears. There we go. All right, so this stuff I'm going to store over here because I have a chest dedicated to armor and gear right here that has 15 ender pearls in it. Okay, get. All right, and then No pants. No pants. 2 chest pieces, no pants. Okay. All right. Now, a lot of people keep their elytras hidden away and stuff and keep them in their ender chests and stuff. I don't care. If somebody comes into my storage room and goes, "Ooh, elytra, I need one of those," take it, have it, whatever. I don't care. All right, let's put the extra bucket in there. Ender pearls up there. I don't think I have anything dedicated right now to that. So we're going to put them in here. These 4 chests I'm going to have to clean out eventually and get everything put where it goes, but we'll get there. Okay, arrows. Arrows. We have a skeleton farm and crap loads of arrows. So, I just need to find them. There's the Digidie box. I told you guys I had a Digidie box. I made this up for people on the server. It has a set of gear and elytra, has an ender chest in it, carrots, all that. Anything, if you die, you can get your stuff back. So there you go. Because I was talking about Digidie boxes. Now that could actually go in here. Let's move the cobblestone up where the stone is. These are all the empties on this side. Excuse me. All right. Yeah, arrows. At one point I had so many arrows. Uh-huh. Look, we got diamond gear just everywhere. There is a stack of arrows. I may go get a shulker of arrows from the farm. Yeah, let's do it there. Now somebody may be like, why do you need a gearbox and a Digidie box? Gearbox can have stuff that I need just at the moment. Maybe get my chest piece out and put it on instead of my wings if I'm going into an intense situation. You need a gearbox. A Digidie box is self-explanatory. But what else are we gonna put in the gearbox? Because we don't need this all here. Now, if I do a full set of netherite armor, may throw a full set in here just in case it's needed. Now I don't have my scoot helmet, the water breathing stuff. I don't have that. I may need to farm that up. I'm getting scoots. But also I only have, yeah, that's my silk touch axe. Probably need to repair that sometime or another. Shovel. We don't have any pickaxes. Yeah, and I don't have an extra sword. So we need a pickaxe and a sword. I think I saw a sword. As long as it's not Bane of Arthropods. Yeah, alright, well I'll throw that in there. Do we not, we don't have any extra pickaxes, I guess. Which that's easy to fix. I mean, that's not hard to fix at all. Good grief at the dyes and shit just everywhere. Okay, no pickaxes, so we're gonna have to... Hey, Paul. Good to see you, man. We're actually having a good night. I appreciate that. Let's get our sword put in there. So we need to get an extra pickaxe. Which I would need to enchant it and all that stuff. We'll worry about that later. So the gearbox needs stuff, pretty much. For emergencies, we'll just put one of those in there. Let's get a stack of rockets in there. All right, so we're gonna have to work on the gearbox. Yeah. That's good to hear, Paul. That's good to hear, brother. I'm glad you're doing good tonight. We're doing a lot better, apparently. Cross fingers and knock on wood. Okay, so for right now, we're going to store the gearbox. We know we need some stuff in it. It's kind of subpar at the moment. Let's look at our precious items. Okay, so we got diamonds and emeralds. That's fine. We got lapis. We have the new breeze rods and the wind charges. We need more of those. 3 heart of the sea, but I have built quite a few conduits. 14 turtle eggs. That's going to be good for the gold farm. I don't really need that in here. We have 5 netherite ingots, 3 scrap here. I have a chest over there with more scrap in it. And then, of course, we have our armor trims and stuff. And the all-important netherite upgrade. You cannot make netherite gear without these upgrades, without the templates. You can't do it anymore. And then sponge. We need more sponge. But for the most part, if I'm out and about and I find something I need, I can either buy it with emeralds, make it with diamonds, or kill it. So there we go. All right. I never leave home without that either. Now, I did just make a chest right here with the different ores. So, I might one day be able to separate it out and do all iron ore, gold, blah, 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 whatever, and have a chest for each of them. That would be kind of cool. But this is how I do my ender chest. I have other ender chests in it, and then I have certain things that I'm going to need. You know, redstone, maybe food, gear, things like that. Stuff to buy stuff with. And then I have a bunch of empties, and then I have stones, cobblestones, you know, things like that. Obsidian, we're going to get more obsidian because you always want to have more obsidian. But yeah, this is kind of how I do it on a regular basis, and I keep it arranged like so I can find anything that I need. There's actually the potions. Let's look at that because we have the brewing station in the house. Let's not look at that. Is it nighttime? No. Okay. Let's go over to the house. We need to put something in this. I can almost hear Grizz laughing. Almost. Okay, now I did notice we were missing those right there. We need fire resist, which is magma creams, I think. Which we do have some of here. All right, give me 3 water bottles. Do we have the... Yeah, let's make the awkward potions. Give me magma and redstone. It looks like I need more glass bottles too. Right now, our brewing setup is just the one stand. I'll eventually get more in here and I'll automate it a little bit. The redstone to do that can get complicated for me, but I think it'd be cool to have auto brewers. All right, now that's our fire resistance, and then we put redstone, I think, to make it 8 minutes. Because right now it's 3 minutes. I think this will make it 8. Yep, there's 8 minutes. Put another warp back in there. And grab our number 4 one here. This is night vision, very useful in the nether for sure. Water breathing, let's get 4 of those for the moment. If that looks like a thing to us, all right. And then I'm going to put night vision, a lot of night vision in here. Nope, that's water breathing. Put that back. Thank you. Night vision, yes. Because you wind up needing night vision a lot more than everything else, usually. Really, you want the last one I got, huh? Okay, all right. There we go. We have lots of night vision. Fire resist, water breathing. Slow fall, I'm not going to worry about at the moment. And then, did that wrong. Put those back in there for now. Okay, do I have a chest down here? I don't think so. All right. Yeah, I know. I still got to finish the stairs. I know. Now it looks like it's daytime, huh? And we'll just stick those in over in there. Yeah. Now the thing is, I got to remember that I have them. All right. But it's good that we can go, oh, I need potions, and go right over there to the brewing station and get some. I think there were 2 experience potions over here. Put that in my hand. Died. It teleports you. It is so far, but OBS just disconnected, so. And the signals just hit the fucking roof. They're so bad now. I really, I really get beside myself with that crap. But we're gonna see. We'll see how it holds out. Last night we learned that it was Twitch that was the one that I was having the bad signals last night. It is what it is. I don't know. I'm trying to build stuff up here, and people in their websites are just fucking around. I may have to just try to go, like, just go Twitch and see if that's a problem, and then go YouTube and see which one has the best signals. But I want to get Twitch built up because that's the fastest way for me to get where we're going. Since I can't seem to find 1,000 people to get on YouTube. Don't know 1,000 people. According to the signals last night, it was better. I had green signals on YouTube last night. I had red signals on Twitch. So yeah. At least my tutorial got finished before the signals went to shit, though. Yay. Yeah, it's all fuzzy. I'm running below 1,000 kilobits. That sucks. We got an hour before it started acting up, so hey. All right. So that's pretty much done. I need some more of these, which means I need more obsidian. And the best place for obsidian is the end island, and just take those columns down, because when you summon the dragon again, they all come back. So that's the best place to get obsidian, for anybody that didn't know that. And I don't think we have a lot here. Yeah, we have almost a stack here. And these are as vendor, I think. Yeah, which we have. So let's look in this. We have 24 of them. Okay. I understand what you're saying, Sven, but it don't pay the bills, brother. YouTube does not pay the bills. Neither does Twitch yet. But I mean, you know, I've been here 8 years, something's got to give. And trying to stream to 2 platforms may be what's causing the problem for us. My IT guy Sabater says that may be what it is. So if that's the case, you know, we're gonna have to go to 1 platform. I mean, I've had Twitch for as long as I've had YouTube. However, we hadn't really used it. We've been using Twitch for about 8 or 9 months now. I've been on YouTube putting out videos for 8 years, almost 9 years. And we've been on Twitch for 8 or 9 months being active. However, Twitch has a more lenient policy to put you into the category of making money. With YouTube, you got to have 1,000 subscribers before you even qualify to make money or get extra buttons or things like that. With Twitch, you need 50 followers and you can qualify for their affiliate program, which is what we're trying to do. And it's a lot easier to get 50 followers than 1,000 subscribers. And yeah, I definitely meant it like that. The ultimate goal for me is to have fun and to play games and to make money. I don't want to work a job for the rest of my life, you know. I do want to make money. And like right now, we're sitting at 700 to 800 kilobits. That's really, really rough. And that is not conducive to making money. I mean, let's just be honest here, you know. I love interacting with my subs and my followers. I love playing games. At the end of the day, though, I need to make money. I need to be able to pay my bills. I don't care about freedom of speech on Twitch. I don't talk about bullshit on Twitch. I play games. That's what I care about. I do not care about their freedom of speech. They're a privately owned company. They can do what they want to do. As long as I can play games and not piss people off by allowing bullshit in my chat, we're good. That's just that. It is a privately owned company. There is no such thing as freedom of speech for a privately owned company. And that is as political as I'm going to get on that conversation. And yeah, you're right. Money is definitely freedom. Somebody told me the other day, we were talking and they're like, you know, money won't solve all your problems. And I looked at them and I was like, no, right now, at this very moment in time, money will solve every goddamn problem I have. Every one of them. So don't sit there with your sanctimonious bullshit and tell me that it doesn't solve all problems. That's it. But anyway, I'm just sitting here hoping these signals get better because every time I move it pixelates the screen and I don't want you guys getting headaches and getting, you know, looking at the screen going, what the hell is this? But I'm gonna have to just keep playing and see if it gets any better. I don't care what they claim. I don't care. Sven, that's the thing. Because I realize I will say this one time and then I'm gonna stop with any kind of freedom of speech stuff because we're getting really close to being political. Freedom of speech is protection for you from the government retaliating against you for saying something. That is freedom of speech. It has nothing to do with privately owned companies. A privately owned company can set whatever rules they want to set. And in their terms of service, they plainly lay it all out for you. And as long as you obey their terms of service, you're good to go. If you go against their terms of service with names that don't fit or saying stuff or allowing people to say stuff on your chats, things like that, then they're going to step in and go, all right, this is not allowed. But what people don't understand, freedom of speech does not apply for a private company. It's only the government. swore an oath to defend the Constitution. So I learned what all that was. So, I mean, as long as you obey their rules, you're fine. And that's the whole thing. Obey their rules, you're good to go. But like I said, I'm not gonna speak any more on that because we are getting very close to political, and you guys know I don't do political or religion. And thank you all for attending my TED Talk. Let's continue on. I would love to go have some fun, but I'm afraid it's going to blow the screen up for you. Is it nighttime? It's almost nighttime, or is morning time, or so. I saw Grizz come on. Let me show you guys. Let's get over here and I'll unpixelate the screen. But let me show you guys what I did in the room where we're going to build the lava generators. I put a floor in. Let's get the screen all looking good again. It's not horrible. Bullshit. I went with nether brick because we're going to have lava going in here. Well, I mean, Chris, you don't really sign up for TED Talks unless you buy tickets and go to them. But, you know, I mean, on the internet, you can happen by a TED Talk. But anyway, I went with the nether brick because we're going to have lava in here. I don't want to make it completely dark. I want to get some, I'm going to trade with the villagers to get some more quartz. I may actually go farm quartz. And we're going to put some quartz in here and some more brighter type colors. And then I'm going to try to get, I'm going to get one lava generator on this side and one on that side and try to get the rails around them, you know, and the hoppers and everything so that we can get it kind of going a little bit. Let's see, let's swap over to Twitch and see what Twitch looks like at the moment. It's a little bit behind, but not bad. Yeah, Twitch still pixelates, but it's a little bit better of a picture. Okay. I hate that phrase. Oh, I hate that phrase. I have not gotten in a fight in many, many, many years. And some dude threw that phrase right there out, and I almost punched him in the face. I almost showed him what toxic was. Oh, it's raining and I get the conduit effects. I love it. Oh, I hope it's not a Joe Rogan podcast. That's why I try to be very careful, man, because some conversations just tread that line, and I don't like treading that line. We need to harvest these. We actually got a good crop this time, and I need more of these out. So we can get these built up. I actually probably need to automate this as much as possible, which would be basically be water streams to take out the actual chorus tree itself. You still have to go up and manually get the chorus plants. And I think somebody said you could put string to keep how high they grow, but I think that also it also has something to do with how many flowers you get on them. So let's go harvest those up, because we are trying to save those up. I need moss blocks to pillar up with. Also, we need, excuse me, we need a few more rockets for ourselves. Because I put the other rockets, the other stack, in one of the kits. We're going to make some more rockets here just for our inventory. Okay. There we go. Yes, sir. Also made space for TNT though, so yay. We need to have our silk touch. Yeah, there we go. This one would be relatively easy. But all we got, I think so. Yeah, that's all the flowers on this one. All right, our signals have improved. A little bit, but Twitch is not having it. Yeah, there we go. All right, we're still going to do what we can do here, folks. Hopefully you're here for the conversation. It's not going to be for the visuals at the moment. Let's see, that is a flower. All right, that. Look around. We want to make sure we get all the flowers. There's another one. Yep, almost missed it. And I think that's it. All right. Yeah, like I was saying earlier, we might actually get a good yield here this time. Last time I think we got 8. We're gonna do better than that this time for sure. But if I do set this up into an actual farm, we'll get plenty more as we go. we'll put the one out there, and we wound up with 15 this time, so that's a lot better than the last time. We'll just let them grow. And be good to go. And my puppy's expecting her mama, so she's barking at everything. Didn't get a lot of coarse fruit, actually, out of that. We got the coarse flour, though. Okay. I may need to go get some more end stone and stuff. Now, the popped coarse fruit, that's using end rods. So you want to cook some of these. You want to cook some of these to use to make end rods with. And then you need these to keep planting and for them to regrow and all that good stuff. But yeah. And of course, any questions, go ahead and be sure to ask them, because I can explain why I collect most of this stuff. And if I don't have an explanation, I can find one. Let's just stand here for a second and see if it'll square itself away again. Let me catch up on chat here. Yeah, I try not to mine and do a lot of stuff like that while I'm streaming. I try to build things, have conversations, talk about other stuff, you know, explore, things like that. Nobody really likes to watch people mining for an hour or 2 or 3. But I will mine if I need to. Looks like I took a little bit of damage on the helmet and stuff. I don't know when I did that. I didn't fight anything, did I? Oh, I don't think I did. I did some science experiments on armor today. Armor and a bow, I think. I'll find it and show you. I was bored, and I was like, I wonder what happens if you do this. Let's see, I think maybe, yeah. So, there are enchants on these boots that don't even, they don't go on boots. Like density. On boots, but they're on boots. And I did this with books, to be quite honest. I did that with books. The bow, breach, piercing, efficiency 4, protection 3, quick charge. Those don't go on bows, but they're on that bow. And like I said, I did that with books, just enchanting books. There was a book that had like 5 enchants on it. I threw it on the bow. The bow took all 5 of them. It was kind of weird. But that's the kind of stuff that I experiment with sometimes to see. Now, I do agree with you there, Sven. Sometimes just mining, I think me and Grizz talked about this the other day. It's therapeutic for me to break blocks. There's something therapeutic about that. Especially like if I'm having a bad day and the signals are really bad and they keep going out and people have to suffer through this stuff, you know, it's therapeutic. But I may do an experiment tomorrow night, and we may go Twitch only and see how the signals do on Twitch only. And then I'll use the community tab on my YouTube to tell everybody when I go live. And we may try Twitch only, and then the night after that, I might switch over and do YouTube only to see how the signals are there. And then we can compare and see how well it's doing, because right now, running both of them, not working out too well. Now, there are plenty of YouTubers that actually stream on Twitch and they just upload videos to YouTube. I have thought about doing that. This has been happening more and more often, Sven. But I remember when we first started on both Twitch and YouTube, Fallout streams were almost nearly always perfect. Every now and then you get the signals would drop a little bit. Every now and then OBS would disconnect and reconnect. But now it's becoming way more common. Like, I've streamed 3 times this week. I had to miss last night. And all 3 streams, the signals have just been shit. So yeah, we're going to have to do something different, because I'm going to start losing subs and followers if we don't. Because nobody wants to watch pixelated screens. I know if I go into a YouTube video and I'm watching a YouTube video or a stream and it starts having some bad quality, I just leave. I go, because my brain can't function with that. I get a headache and shit. Like when we're standing still here, it's perfect. But if I move, it's going to pixelate. And YouTube has a 30-second to 1 minute, what you call it? Where whatever I do takes it should only take 5 seconds, because I have it set for 5 seconds. But YouTube will decide if it's going to be 30 seconds, 5 seconds, a minute, sometimes 3 minutes. If it gets that far behind. And then Twitch doesn't really have that. When I do something on Twitch, it's usually within 2 to 3 seconds, it's moving. It's doing its thing. So, I don't know. We're going to do some experimenting though. Yeah, delay. Yeah, I couldn't think of the damn word. Thank you, Sin. Thank you. But yeah, we're going to do some experimenting and see if we can get better signals by doing only one of them. And I'm going to start out with Twitch. I'm going to start out and do Twitch only and see how the signals are. And if they're good, then we may do a YouTube only. And if they're good, then I know that I can't do both of them at the same time. And they explained it as it was something to do with the bit rate doesn't match for Twitch or YouTube, one or the other, and it clogs up the server is basically what's happening. When my signals drop like that, one or the other of them aren't keeping up with what I'm doing. So that just explains to you guys what's going on and why it's doing it. I researched it inside because I was mad, and I researched it inside and out. There's an Enderman in here again. There he is, and I don't have any 2 blocks to hide under, huh? Well, guess that just means what's happening? There we go. Could probably repair all this pretty quick at the skeleton farm instead of going to the ender farm. Oh, look. Oh, look, not a rocket. There you go, Mr. Zombie. Oh, that's a creeper. That's 2 creepers. You got in the way, cow. Sorry. I got some leather, though. Get up under my tree. That sounds like another Enderman. Whoa. That was an arrow. Oh, he went back on the other side now. Jackass. Shooting at me. Alright. I got a cooked steak out of that. I guess that's something. So we're gonna fly, look to the left, go this way. Come out and spawn, right at the skeleton spawner. I was talking to Sunchaser today and I was like, I'm just gonna connect everything through the nether roof because it's so much faster. I was at one of our farms that generally takes me, oh, I know where I was. I was at the end, the little end town I'm building. And it normally takes me a few rockets to fly back to my base. And I got the portal all hooked up on the roof there. And I just stepped through the portal, flew to my base in like 30 seconds, and I was home. Whereas it usually takes about 5 minutes. So, yeah, good stuff. There we go. There's Grizz. Don't worry, we'll be at the skeleton farm in a second. We'll be standing still. Chris has been working on his farms. They're trying to get get some automation going. And I'll have to clean this one out when we get done tonight. All right, so let's get our pickaxe in our offhand. Got a steak there. Nice, nice. I feel bad killing the cow because I've been trying to. I'm gonna have to build up the cow and the sheep farms and stuff on the island across from us, and I was gonna basically boat them all over there. And I've had that cow on my hill for a year now since we started the server. That cow has been there. Oh, nice. We have a new waterfall. That's awesome. I will check it out on the way out and stop where we can all see. Yes, man, I've been trying to get to places where we're going to stand still for a while and then we can talk and stuff and you guys can see. All right, this is gonna fix all my gear probably in one. And now they're dead. Pickaxe, everything is repaired. I knew it wouldn't take but a second, so that's why I didn't go to the end farm. What am I missing right here? My bow, yeah, because I normally don't have it on my hotbar. Okay. All right, let's go look down because I did AFK here for a while. Sunchaser has enough bone blocks to last for a bit at least. Oh, great. I filled up all the boxes there, Chris. We're Where we go? Fuck. Got some bones. Not bad. Got a lot of bows. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna I know we have an ender chest upstairs. Funny how the skeletons can fire 1,000,000 arrows, but only has 1 to 3 when looting it. Yeah. Well, that's like in Fallout when you go to kill a raider. They have stim packs. And if they use it while you're fighting, they don't have them. But these dudes here, they never run out of arrows, ever. The pillagers do, but the skeletons don't. Because I guess if they did, they wouldn't have anything they could do. I don't know. Let's get all the arrows out of here. And just put them in a shulker. I know I have shulkers of arrows somewhere else. But we'll just grab all those. Alright. I gotta work on the bows. Give me those 9 arrows. We have something with bones here. I'll stick just the bones in there for right now. Let's do gunpowder and leather in there. That'll finish that out. I got the arrows. I got the arrows here. There were arrows in that top chest. There were arrows in here. Yeah, it's definitely different in Fallout. It's like, but I'm just comparing the two. Oh, there were, Grizz. There were arrows right here in this chest. In this top chest with the bows and stuff, there were arrows in here. All the arrows that are in here were up there in that chest. Yes, sir. Which I found that strange because we do have the arrow boxes down there. Ah, they're full. Okay, well, let me go get a couple of shulkers and I can empty some of those out. I got them upstairs here, and there's a ender chest up here. Yeah, I got you. Let's take from the top first. I'll be able to empty 1.5 of them. Oh, damn it. I was planning on picking up some arrows because I can't find mine. And but I can't find them. So I'm gonna pick these up, and then that's gonna last me forever. As long as I don't lose them. And I'll put these 4, I can't carry those, so we're gonna throw those in there. There we go. Okay. And I'll go store these for the moment. And I'm gonna pick up a shulker of bows. Yeah, I need one of those set up for the ender pearls on the ender farm. That's what I need there. Okay. Bows. All right. And these are just to make dispensers with, so. All right. Mangrove leaves, arrows, bows. Okay, yeah, and I'll get all that cleaned out of my inner chest later. Okay. Oh. We'll be downstairs in a second. It'll clear up. I'm gonna sit back and relax for a second. But you guys have seen the skeleton farm before. This is a work of art, basically. And she's expecting her mama, so excuse the dog. But and the skeleton farm is now a bit faster, so you can actually get a little bit more out of it now. And like I was AFKing over the last few days, just trying to get Sun Chaser bone blocks. I think she's got about 10 shulkers of bone blocks now, so she should be good for a while. And then I went to our spider farm and I AFK'd for 5 hours trying to get string, and I only wound up with 3.5 stacks of string. So that was a little bit disappointing. We did discover a woodland mansion. About 3 days ago, I was flying around. I was actually, maybe 4 days ago, I was looking for the Pale Garden, the new thing that spawns near Dark Oaks. And we found the Pale Garden, and then as I was leaving, we found a mansion. So I've actually got the cords. I'm going to go down and I'm hoping to do that on video. And I'm going to take out the entire mansion and I'm going to turn that thing into a storage facility, an Amazon warehouse. Because that sucker is huge. All right, we're gonna go upstairs and look at this new waterfall. So y'all bear with me while we move. It is 36,000 blocks away, Sven. It is 36,000 blocks from spawn. And it's in a dark oak biome. That's the only biomes mansions populate in. Well, that's a waterfall. Oh, while we're here, I gotta go down. There's a secret farm I have that I gotta go check. So we got water here going into a waterfall over here. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. You want to come mess with me? You don't want to mess with me, dude. You had an iron bar. Nice. That's kind of cool, I have to say. Yeah, I like it. Oh, look, it's made cobblestone pillars over here. What? Yeah. What? What? How? No, somebody had to bridge over on this. That's got to be a bridge. Maybe diamonds were over there. And they just left. Yeah. Okay, so that's just... They were diamonds and they just left them. Okay. But that waterfall is cool. Let me go up. I want to go up and look over here on the left. Oh, diamonds. Hey, how you doing? How you doing? More diamonds. Here we go. Damn it. Damn it, Bobby. Get off me. Okay, so this is not as well lit. Let me get my shield on. Um, Get my bow out. Man, we laid torches all through here. I love this one with the lava coming down with the water in the middle of it. That's pretty badass. I would not use it as an elevator though. Yeah, I've stood still for a bit so you guys could see it. That's actually really cool looking. Then we have lava, straight lava coming down over here. We need more gold. It's a fact. That's why I have flame resistance. I completely bypassed the farm I wanted to go look at that I had built. That's a long way down. Be fuzzy for y'all for a bit while I get back up top. Yeah, you can tell that hill up there, we don't have it well lit up because we got stuff everywhere. That zombie could see me from that far away? Are you kidding me? I mean, he's coming. He just gonna... I'll let him live this time. Let's go. Yeah. See that? See those? I'll stop here for a second. There's a farm I built down there a long time ago with it's got an iron golem. It's got brown mushrooms and it's got the blue campfires all the way around it. And I built it because I saw slime spawn in that area. But it's never really paid off that great. But let's go down and check because I have not checked it in 6 months. So we got a stack and a half of slime balls. Not bad. Not bad at all. And 7 Batman heads. Great. That waterfall is pretty cool though, Grizz. It's definitely not walking distance, Sven. It's almost not flying distance, to be quite honest. 36,000 blocks. I would have to stop and repair my elytra 2 or 3 times before we got there. All right, let's put my bow in my offhand. All right, and then our pickaxe, and we're good to go. Here we go. I'm still trying to get my levels back from dying the other day. There was only dark oak around it, because the pale garden grows next to dark oak. So by the time we actually found the pale garden, it was a dark oak sitting beside it. Now, right before we got to the dark oak, it was a birch and oak forest. But I had never seen the pale garden, and I wanted to find one. All right, we're almost level 30. I'm gonna kill a few more, and then we'll be at level 30. You guys can see, though, the skeleton farm is a lot faster than it was. There we go. We are level 30. I'm gonna get out of here. Because we're fully repaired, but I'm full of junk. But a stack and a half of slime balls and some gold and stuff, it was worth it. It was worth it. Give me that bow and give me that flesh. This Grizz just cleaned this out. I'm not leaving shit in here. Alright. Nope, nope, nope. We're not going back up. We're going out. Grizz, it won't hurt anything to leave the, just leave the arrow destroyer on for a while, huh? I don't know much about those things. We had, it would be cool to have a woodland mansion on the riverside and a giant taiga. Hey, if that would be cool. We all love our, Prose. I love my dark oak too. It just gets irritating, it just gets irritating, going to get it all the time. Gotcha. Okay, cool, cool, cool. And Grizz has this laid out for something else. Nice, nice. Got his hoppers down. Let's look at some of his farms that he's been building to automate stuff. This is a carrot one. Now, these are 3-tier farms. And basically, you have to manually plant them. But you can push a button and water will wash it all out into the hoppers. Just like my one square farms will do. But these are 3-tier instead of just 1. As you can see. These are really, really good farms, and they will produce a good bit because he has them well lit. And then this is the wheat. There. And then down this way is the ever hated beetroot. Nobody likes beetroot. Because you get way more seeds than you do anything else. And Grizz put 2 3-tier farms of beetroot in here just because it'll get a little bit more beetroot. Because with beetroot, you always get more seeds than you do beetroot. Just like with wheat and all that, you know, you're going to get more seeds that way too. But with beetroot, it seems to be worse. I don't know. Vancouver Island is my dream sanctuary of the Americas. Okay, cool. Cool. I would put an island in the middle of river, or where two rivers meet up, put an island, and then put a mansion on that, and then just bridge across, you know, and have a nice bridge to the mainland and all that. That would be a really cool sanctuary for me. Now, straight that way is a geode. Riz ran into it earlier, yesterday, I think. I can get the geode going that way, but I'm not going to do that right now. My inventory is full. And we're not going to disturb Grizz too much down here, but he is definitely working. All right. Excuse me. That one snuck up on me. Wait. He says wait. Here's that hag. Oh. He caught a witch. Did she despawn? It probably despawned. Yeah, it probably. I haven't heard a witch, so yeah, it probably despawned. A lot of times, if you when I read up today, because I was looking at another farm, and you have to name tag them, or they have to be holding something in their hand or wearing a hat that you give them that they have to pick up. I don't. It's weird. Well, Grizz, I will build a witch farm, and you can kill all of them you want to kill. You can get your subtle revenge. Hey, Cougar. Just so you know, we're having bad signals again. I'm hanging out, trying to get a couple hours out of it and not make it horrible for everybody. That would have burned all the drops, but that's interesting. Let's grab a nap because it is dark. And this is where I got ambushed, so yeah. Let's see, my inventory is full. I need to dump stuff. But let me check the bamboo farm. Okay, it's okay. There's not that much in the farm itself. I gotta empty all the chests out and make paper. We have a recipe now that 1 bamboo equals 2 paper. So we can convert all this and get 2 double chests of paper. Basically. Something like that. I don't know. We'll have to see. But first I gotta dump my inventory. Now I've cleaned the iron farm out. I've cleaned the gunpowder farm out. Grizz just cleaned the skeleton farm out. I think we're pretty good on the farms right now. Oh, come on, Sven. And look, we're in the storage room. Okay, so we have, look, I gotta make room here first. Where are the block? Right here. We've got some decent ones going there. We got slime balls down this way. Right here. I can't believe we got a stack and a half of slime balls off that goopy ass little farm. I'm gonna have to get to a swamp and just build a slime farm. One day when we have good signals, if I'm on Twitch or YouTube, one or the other, I'll build the farm on stream. They aren't that hard. I have to oh Jesus. I have to remember exactly the dimensions and stuff. I'll probably have to look that up. But we will get a slime farm. And I don't have the specific numbers, but I know you can fill a double chest of slime balls in about 5 minutes. If you're AFK there and have the farm active, it takes about 5 minutes, maybe 10, and you can have a double chest easily. That farm was crazy. 25 Batman heads, great. Only 2 wither skeleton skulls, great. This needs to be in there. We got string. All right, here. Gunpowder right here. This is deep slate because I used silk touch. You can't really do a lot with deep slate. Deep slate is deep slate. That's it. You can't cook it. You can't throw it in the saw blade thing. You can't do anything with it. What was that? Tough? That is tough. Where do we have our tough at? I think it's on the other aisle. No, this is nether stuff. Yeah, that's nether stuff. I know we have tough around here somewhere. We have polished tough. I know that too, but right here. That should be tough. Yeah. Right. Iron ingots. Right there. We have food in here, I think. No, in here. Yeah, we have food here. I need to get some that's not cooked beef. Because we can trade with our butchers on the raw stuff. So let me pull the raw out of here. And let's put the cooked in there. More TNT. I need to clean these out. These are pathetic. Somebody's been spinning the rotten flesh. All right, let's put all the raw food, the potatoes, and the pumpkins in here for now. We have 2 bows and put those in here. There we go. Now the shulker with the bows is going to go in the redstone box because that will make dispensers. All right, and then I have 1, 2, 3, 4 arrows there. Mangrove leaves, rails, stone, cobble, and okay, so these are that's all we got there. So now I'm not going to empty all of them out. But were they all purely arrows? No, this has gunpowder and leather. These are all arrows. Okay. So I'll empty this one out, but these 3 are going to go in an arrow box. And gunpowder over here. All right, so I need something with arrows. Might have an empty one down there. This one. Nope, that ain't empty. That's got. Give me a bookshelf. Yeah. So let's put the bookshelf here. So I know there's something in there. Arrows though. We're probably not gonna have 2 double chests full, but I'm not gonna empty all this out at the moment. Arrow there. Look, we'll put the arrows right there. Oh, that's the raw food. Golly, man. All right. We'll do that. Give me the raw food. I will move the raw food over to the apple barrel. Yeah, that's a good place for it. Okay, very good. The extra arrows we'll toss in there for now. Once I get those cleaned out, I'll have everything arranged a lot better. Very nice, Cougar. Very nice. You get all that set up, and then you can go be Titus for a while. Oh, I know you can, man. Dude, you've been waiting for a long time to go play some Space Marine 2. You've been waiting a long time. I'm excited for you because I know the game is awesome. And I will probably get back in there and do some playing around because I did tell you we'd play with you. But you want to beat it on the hardest difficulty first. That's what you said. So I'm sitting back taking a little break here and chatting with y'all while the screen is actually clear. Lava drips. Oh, yeah. Yeah. The lava's right above our head. That's where our current generator is up there. But I'm going to figure out what I want for the wall. We're going to do some more villager trading and get some quartz and everything. And then the ceiling, I may go back with calcite on the ceiling. I don't know. I like how it looks in here. I don't know if I'd like how it looked in there with the other stuff. I'm not sure. Because my storage room is kind of bright. It's a bright build, basically. I don't have a lot of dark stuff. The deep slate is a darker stone, but it's more of a gray than black. It's a dark gray rather than black, and it's not really like, it doesn't make the whole place dim. That's what I'm saying. And for the new people in here, I do apologize about the pixelation and stuff. We're still having bad signals. I'm going to try to do a Twitch only and then a YouTube only and check signals on both of them. Probably tomorrow and Friday, something like that. And I hope that I can get these signals fixed so you guys can enjoy watching. And I can move more than 30 seconds and do stuff. But that's for the new people. I appreciate you guys being here. I really do. And for the ones that stuck it out, I appreciate that too, Sven. Looks like it might be getting dark. Yep. I know, Sven. I know. So the heavy gets a heavy bolt rifle. The heavy always had the heavy bolt rifle, didn't he? Isn't that what I was leveling up the last on the heavy? Was the heavy bolt rifle itself? Because he had plasma, he had heavy plasma, he had the heavy, not the incinerator, heavy melta, and then he had the heavy bolt rifle, right? That's what he always had. I may be wrong. I can't remember. It's been 2 or 3 or 4 months since I played Space Marine, but hey, I see somebody down on my Discord. I just noticed. Hey, brother. Just saw you down here, man. Sorry about that.
Bye. Over.
Uh-huh.
Be attached to the heavy. The other guy. First guy that you get.
The tactical?
Tactical, yes. Attached to the tactical. That weapon was attached to the tactical.
Oh, okay.
They've actually attached. You got the heavy bolter.
Oh, that's what it was. That's what it was. The heavy bolter. Yes. Okay. Okay. Hey, Cougar.
The bolter rifle. The bolter rifle is actually
Right. I remember leveling up. Now that you said that, I remember leveling up the heavy bolt rifle on the tactical. It's fun.
very, very fun.
Does that mean the heavy can get an offhand? Now?
I think the heavy actually does get like he gets. Oh, I think all of them get like the heavy. They can all use the heavy bolter now.
Huh.
Heavy bolt pistol, I should say.
Yeah, because the heavy could. He couldn't do
He
melee.
couldn't use it before. He had the plasma, I think.
Yeah.
The only one that could get the heavy bolt pistol before was assault.
Assault. Yeah.
Yeah, they've changed. Supposedly, they've changed the way assault maybe does melee damage. Like apparently, he's pretty dang good at it.
Okay.
I haven't been back in to agenda for this weekend.
Okay. Okay.
I'll be all over tomorrow. Over tomorrow. Sunday.
Okay. Cool. Cool. Yeah, I got to get some WoW time in. I would have been doing Fallout tonight, but this is a game I had up when it came time to stream, and I was checking signals anyway, which they're still shit, but you know.
Well, I don't understand because the signals haven't. They just really started being shit, you know. They haven't been that bad.
Yeah, that's what I was telling Sven earlier. It used to be kind of random, you know, every now and then the signals would go bad. But here in the last 3 weeks, the signals have been bad at least 60% of the time. So it's gotten way worse now.
Cool. What's Sub say about it?
He's like, you may have to stream one or the other. Because apparently, so the OBS puts out like bit rates and stuff like that. Don't ask me to get all technical with it because I fuck that. But sorry, Cougar. But but apparently OBS, while streaming both YouTube and Twitch, is putting out so much information, Twitch can't process all of it. So the signals just start dropping. Again, OBS blames everyone else except for themselves. And Sub's like, well, they're kind of right, but they could do something to help alleviate the signals being, you know, backed up. But it's, you know, it's free software. So
okay. One question about it.
Uh-huh.
Have you attempted to use any other server but Dallas?
Yes. I've even put it on random and wound up in Istanbul with better signals than I'm getting right now.
That's hilarious. I just
Yep. So
in Istanbul, better signals.
Yeah. So that's what I was saying earlier. I may just go to just do Twitch and check all the signals on Twitch and then try just YouTube again. Because remember, when I first started streaming, I only streamed YouTube. We just started Twitch. You know, we just started Twitch 3-4 months ago, something like that. And the signals would drop with just YouTube, but it was very occasional. So, and that could be attributed to the server. I have not, because I wanted to be on both platforms. However, as bad as this is right now, I will try Twitch by itself and then just let everybody on YouTube know that I'm on Twitch and see how that works.
Right.
Because I want to build Twitch up because, and again, I'm going to go back to our earlier conversation with Spin. I want to make money. I want to get it built up and make some damn money.
The thing about it is that like one of the bad things about YouTube is the algorithms that they use.
Yeah.
Like, and I think like I was listening to one of the guys that I normally watch. Started watching him because he was gaming on a game that I used to enjoy. Perion.
Yep.
Like it's survival.
Yep. You bought me that
really
game.
good at building ships and stuff like that. I
Yep.
really enjoyed doing it too. But I enjoyed watching him because he had some very unique building styles and stuff like that. The game itself has kind of gone downhill, limited to very few people. He's like, he basically built his channel on that game. That's it.
Yeah.
Like, that was it. And he was saying that he wasn't sure how doing multiple games would work and things along those lines. And I can kind of understand that because of get me in a little bit of trouble, but I'm just going to go ahead and say it. People's limited attention span.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because instant gratification, always wanting people to, well, you need to play my game, not games that you enjoy, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Which I find absolutely ridiculous. If you don't like that game, then watch somebody else that day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that you're the person that's doing the that you're following isn't going to be the same person playing that game at some point again in the near future. But he's trying to decide on whether he wants to go to a multi-game platform or on one game and stick to it.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And to me, that's just it sucks, basically.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially having to choose, a game that he really loves, because his channel's not growing. He's having to basically change direction because there's not that many people playing. The developers of the game have basically quit messing with it, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it just kind of sucks.
Yeah.
All up.
Yeah. I mean, that's why my channel has different games on it. If it was me, I would probably play Fallout 4 and Minecraft forever. But
right. I can't say one way or another if multi-gaming platform type YouTube channel is good or bad or whatever. I know people that only play basically any game that comes out.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
That's what they do.
Now this may sound bad, but like I'll throw out a couple of examples. I like to watch Mumbo, okay? Because he does a lot of Minecraft great stuff.
Yeah.
And now, and this is just hypothetical, but if I went to Mumbo's channel and he was playing Need for Speed, I would just go somewhere else. Because in my brain, I've associated Mumbo with Minecraft, and that's what I want to watch. When I click Mumbo, I want to watch Minecraft. I don't want to watch Need for Speed. And a lot of people are like that. But unlike other people, if he's not playing what I want to watch, I move on. I just, all right, I'm going to go over here and watch this other guy, instead of going, oh man, why are you playing this crap? You suck, no, I'm just going to go watch somebody else. And then I'll come back when Momo's doing what I like to watch, because I think it's bullshit. I think it's bullshit for somebody to go, oh, like you said earlier, oh, you're not playing Minecraft? Screw you. I'm not watching you anymore. That's bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, it's stupid for me. But on that same topic though, like, there are, I don't like certain games sometimes, but I watch them anyway.
Yeah.
Because I'm supporting the person.
Yeah.
Not necessarily the game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, I get you.
And to me, that's the way I think is every person has to do, like, Okay, like me. I like playing Minecraft. I like building in Minecraft. I also like to play Space Marine 2.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, you know, I'm going to play the games that I enjoy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think everybody should. You should play the games that you enjoy. You really should.
Yeah.
Because you can tell if a person doesn't like the game, you can tell they don't like the game.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's like, to me, watching someone play a game that they don't like to play, I would rather have a canal, basically.
Right. Right.
Than having to watch them play that game.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna throw another monkey wrench in here. So we know.
I like monkey wrenches.
Hey, I like monkey wrenches. They're good. They're very useful. But the thing, like, I enjoy playing Minecraft and Fallout 4. But we started playing Space Marine 2 because you were like, try this game out and see what it is, before I buy it, and see if we're gonna like it or whatever. So I started playing that. Well, I get subs from playing Space Marine 2. But then I don't play Space Marine 2 for 4 months. So I got subs that sub to me for Space Marine 2. And they don't watch stuff that I'm playing that's not Space Marine 2. So that's another thing that I have to weigh. Because I would love to just come in and play whatever I want to play. But I have to weigh, all right, if I play this, who's going to watch it? And what about my other people that I haven't played the game that they're here for in 4 months, or what about my friends over here that are playing WoW and I haven't played WoW in 4 days because I haven't felt like playing WoW? I have to weigh all of that before I even start playing a game. And that kind of bugs me a little bit because, like, Saul's like, play what you want to play. Well, that's great to say that, but then I still have to figure out, who's going to watch and who's going to get mad and who's not going to watch or who's going to unsub or whatever, It's a never ending gamble, basically.
Well, okay. Here's the way I see it. If you don't want to play WoW, I'm going to tell you right now, if I don't want to play WoW, I'm not going to play it because I know me.
Yeah.
It's one of those situations that if you play it and you don't really want to be playing it, then you're not going to be into it, if you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And that comes across. It's like, you can tell when somebody's not really overly excited to be there in a game. It's like when you went back to Minecraft, I was thinking, you know what? I have basically been in WoW every waking moment of every day for I don't know how long now.
Yeah.
I need to get away from it.
Yeah.
You literally need to get away from it because I'm starting to get annoyed with it.
Yep.
I get annoyed with it, it's what's going to happen.
Not going to play it.
For a while.
Yep. That was my thought process. Because, see, we're waiting on Mop. And I'm tired of doing dailies. I'm tired of that. I'm tired of doing nothing but dungeon spams. I need to take a little bit of a break and then get back into it with, a fresh perspective.
Right. I mean, I don't mind doing a bit of dungeon spam. Not the same one every night.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not the same one every night. That is basically a great way to send me crazy.
Yes.
I'm already a little off my rocker as it is.
Yeah.
That would just send me stupidly crazy. So yeah, I can't deal with it.
Yeah. And then I started looking at my schedule, past schedule, and it's actually only been 6 months since we played Minecraft. My last stream was 6 months ago. But I'm thinking, okay, I have a lot of people subscribe for Minecraft, and I haven't touched it in 6 months. You know, it doesn't get a lot of views. It really doesn't. Now it's picking up again now that I'm back into it. My people are like, "Hey, he's playing again. Let's go." You know, so it is picking back up, and the signals dropping or fucking everything. But but you know, just letting them hang for 6 months, you know, was not cool. I understand that, but I had to have a break from Minecraft for the same reason I had to have a break from WoW. You know,
right. And I think part of that is that, like you were saying though, is if you didn't get away from it, you quit playing it altogether.
Yeah.
For a while, you know. But to me, mixing it up.
yeah,
But the main thing is that at least you're not going to quit it for 6 or 8 months.
yeah,
If they just let you go off and look at something else and play around and stuff like that.
yeah,
That's my thought process.
yeah, yeah. I went and killed the Enderman and everything's pixelated again. I was standing still. It looked good. And then I moved.
Well, I mean, every time you stand still, it is great.
Yep. But yeah, we're tomorrow night. We're probably going to try Twitch only, and see how that goes. Yeah, and I'll put it out on YouTube that hey, we're Twitch only tonight because we're testing signals and seeing if this is going to work. Because we just dropped down to 23 kilobytes per second. 23. That's stupid. That's stupid. And I know, right? And I feel bad for people watching my stream and hanging out with me and showing me support, and all they get's a pixelated screen. Drives me bug nuts.
Honestly, I don't really mind the pixelation. I just like the fact that someone else besides myself is playing Minecraft as well.
What version are you playing, Cougar?
I've played Bedrock, I played Java. I don't know which one to like choose from.
Well, we're on Java, and you should join my server.
What he said.
Yeah. Yeah. You should join the server with us and play around some. That's what you should do.
I mean, that's, I mean, I only play Java, so.
Yeah.
Isn't Bedrock like on Xbox or something?
Yeah, they're both on Xbox.
Yeah,
it's just
I don't have an Xbox. I don't think you can play. Can you play Bedrock on PC?
yeah, yeah, you can. It's just got a few different things than Java, and I prefer Java.
I always play Java.
I'm gonna tell you, I prefer playing Java because, well, Java has more older people on it. Bedrock normally has the younger people on it. That I've in my experience. Now, younger people do play Java, but it seems like more of the younger generation plays Bedrock, and it can get silly. Let's just say that it can get silly. I just prefer Java.
Gotcha. And like I said, I've played Java. I've always played Java.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that just tripped me out. I'm sorry. So from where I'm standing, and you might could have seen it on the stream at that point, but there was a squid in front of me, and there was a salmon in front of the squid, and he was moving up and down as the squid used his tentacles to move up and down, and they both together made it look like the squid was fucking waving at me. And I'm like, what is that?
Messing with you, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gonna mess with him.
Thank you. Rumi's home.
Rumi.
Hi.
She sounds like she's relieved to be home.
Considering where she works, yeah.
Yeah, I can.
Probably relieved to be home though.
Yep, I can buy that. Well, I appreciate all you guys hanging out with me.
God, I'm out of there.
Yeah, no doubt. Tomorrow we're gonna have better signals. I know it. But I appreciate all of you. We got 9 people in here struggling through this with us. So yeah. Oh yeah, I'm at 945, just dropped to 698. I'm probably gonna change it tomorrow to do only one platform. Probably just do Twitch tomorrow and see how the signals do then. I'll just do one of them. Thank you.
What did you say?
That is probably spam. I love how you get spam in your mailbox. The original spam. Sven says, no problem, I was barely paying attention. To the pixels? To the pixels or to the conversation, Sven? Yep, that's spam. See you later. Yeah, I'm gonna start with Twitch, and we're gonna see how the signals go just running Twitch. And I will let everybody on YouTube know that I'm over there for that night. And we'll see how it goes. So anybody that's watching right now, that's what we're gonna do tomorrow. But yeah, Cougar, get your Minecraft going and get in the server with us, brother. You can hang out with us some, and then we can do some Space Marine too, you know. But yeah, get up in here with us in Minecraft.
Well, for starters, I would have to, for the Space Marine thing, I would have to set up I would have to help my mother set up the Xbox. Because I didn't buy it, she did. So it's technically the family's Xbox.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. But for Minecraft, what do you have to do? Let's just break this down.
Well, for Minecraft, I would need to get her permission on it because family consoles. So I would need to figure out a way to get on the Xbox because currently some of my siblings are occupying it.
Yeah.
Oh, wonder how that happens.
Well, most of the time it's fine because I get to enjoy these live streams.
Ah,
And also earlier when you were talking about like the pros and cons of multi-gaming
yeah.
for streaming,
Yeah.
I'm over here like I am in that percentage that is just fine with whatever games you guys decide to play, because it's entertaining to listen to you guys talk passionately about the games you've grown up with as opposed to the games I've grown up with.
Yeah. There's another perspective for us right there.
What you do. It's good to know because, you know, I mean,
That and I don't know why, but I'm like in 8 different tiers of ADHD, so that's probably another reason.
Oh, boy, I could probably play into that. But yeah, give permission from mom, and you know, come play with us some. It's free. Just tell her it's free. And Minecraft is one of.
I mean, there's no,
Oh,
yeah, we
Go-
pay for the server and everything. It's just,
yeah, just gotta have the game.
you know, just come in and game.
Yep. So I mean, you know, yeah. Not trying to force you or pressure you or anything like
I mean, you
that,
don't
but
have to.
you know, yeah, it would be really cool to have you in here in the server playing with us. Cougar. He's our Space Marine 2 boy.
Oh,
Hello.
He's the one that's got he's the one. He also talks a lot about D&D. That's Cougar. Yeah.
Speaking of which, I just came back from D&D. A little burnt out, but came back from D&D.
Nice.
My dude background, which was that he came from a village that was raided and burned to the ground, and people were slaughtered. And a specific person who goes by the name of Olaf Hammerfist, who allowed this to happen in the first place, forced me to watch as his wife and daughter were butchered in front of him.
Always nice.
I thought I had issues.
And whilst they were, the pillagers, the raiders, were in the midst of creating a ritual, he blacks out. And he wakes up with all the raiders dead. Olaf Hammerfist is not amongst the corpses. The leader of these raiders is torn in half and on completely different areas. One half is on the outskirts of one side of the town, and the other half is in the forest in the opposite direction. And
It couldn't have happened to a better guy.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
he's been on the hunt for this individual for 42 years.
42 years.
He doesn't look a day over 30.
And this is the one you're doing the Terminator armor for and all that.
Yep.
Okay, cool. I don't think you need Terminator armor. If you rip the dude in half, you don't really need the Terminator armor. I'm just saying.
It looks cool, right?
It does.
Come on.
I don't want to hear nothing else about my point blank fireball.
What?
Her point blank fireball. So we're in an O.
Earlier, I did a point blank thunder wave.
Oh, nice. Okay. Well, we were in a campaign that I was running, and we were on this island that had it was a city and walls around it, all this stuff. And we get attacked. I don't remember all the details, but anyway, there were some magic users attacking us, and Sun Chaser here fires a point blank fireball at this dude, and every one of his magic items failed their save. Every one of them.
Okay.
So a nuclear blast happened on that dock. It killed everybody in the party except for a Fey Dragon. And the Fey Dragon got a piece of one of our people to the temple to resurrect them. And then they came back and yeah, a piece. Nuclear explosion.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And it was a piece of a dwarf gnome.
Yeah, it was a dwarf paladin that the piece was, yeah. So anyway, we all got, well, pieced back together. Anyway, that's the point blank fireball.
Good. I like it.
Look, the way I looked at it, if I was gonna go down, so were they.
Well, what it sounds like is if you were going to go down, everybody was going to go down.
Pretty much. Yes.
Yeah, basically is what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Basically me.
Well, what I played chaotic evil.
No, you were chaotic good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were that was a good party because the paladin.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I just realized. As soon as you said that, I immediately remembered which alignment I gave my dude. Chaotic good.
Yeah, you can still screw around with stuff, but you're a good aligned character. Y'all hang on just a second. I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream. We got 10 people in here and the signals are not getting any better. I appreciate all of you. Now tomorrow night again, we're gonna be on Twitch only. We're gonna try to set it up to be on Twitch only. I'll let everybody on YouTube know when I start. And we're gonna try that and see if we can get some better signals out of it. You guys can follow me over on Twitch, and that'll automatically tell you when I start streaming. But we're going to give that a go, and yeah, we'll see y'all tomorrow night. I appreciate all of you once again for hanging out with this stream and these bad signals. You don't know how much I appreciate it. Oh, heck yes, man. We're definitely going to be back tomorrow night. If I have to... I'm not going to say if I have to do anything, but we'll be back.